At the confluence of the three rivers, the Ohio, the Allegheny, and the Monongahela, we are here at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go, as it'll be the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we look at this Steeler ball club entering play. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9?
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the former Cal Bear, Aaron Rodgers.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
Pick up a 3, brings up 2nd and 7.
To throw, it's Rodgers. Throw left side complete. That's Warren. That'll go for a gain of 7. And 3rd and 1 now.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 1.
On the sneak, Rodgers.
And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a gain of 2. That's good for a Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now runs straight ahead with Warren.
He's able to force his way through 1 man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. 2nd down.
A gain of 2.
You see the numbers in last week's game for Warren.
18 carries, 73 yards, and a touchdown.
I can't remember the last time we did a game and a coach didn't talk about establishing the run first. But they've lost 2 straight games, so they still want to do that.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Steelers are on the board first here this afternoon. They said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got one of the few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was 1 drive. He burned them, and I don't think it's the last time they call his number in this one.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Breaks through the contact. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention.
And he gets a clean slate and a competition in his new spot in Indianapolis. Obviously trying to eliminate some bad habits he picked up in New York. But after a brief pit stop in Minnesota, this gives him a chance to continue the trend of veteran quarterbacks who have a chance to excel with a fresh start and a new team.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Throwing, Jones.
The toss here completed to Pittman.
Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
A 10-yard pickup brings up 2nd down at the 25.
Now Jones.
He's got his man. It's Pierce.
Jones pass.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
Jones keeping it on the sneak.
And he is going to have a Colts first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
First and 10 at the
They pick it up on 3rd and 1 on the quarterback sneak, and that's not easily done because there are extra bodies in there on the defensive side, and they're moving forward at the snap.
Yeah, I was certainly expecting a handoff, weren't you?
Yeah, I totally was. I thought they'd go with it back, maybe try and get a lead blocker in front. But as you talk about in different games, those guys with confidence in their offensive line, they just want to move forward and get it.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. He'll try and do this himself.
Holding offense.
So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
The Steelers offense and their quarterback coming out for their 2nd drive. He had the touchdown pass earlier, adding to his impressive season total as you take a look at the NFL leaders in touchdown passes at this point in the season. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
28 yards. And the Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle.
And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
To throw is Rodgers.
They'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the 1st down.
That's good for a Steelers first down.
Here's Rodgers to throw. Caught by Wilson. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 31-yard line.
Now Rodgers.
A short one there to Freiermuth. And Freiermuth going to have a Steelers 1st down as he'll be brought down at the 27.
That's another Steelers.
Rodgers again now.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Throwing is Rodgers. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And they'll get this down to the 10. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
16 yards. And the Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 10-yard line.
On the give, it's Warren.
A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4.
2nd down and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Rodgers going to throw.
Here's a screen with Gainwell.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. 3rd and 7 now.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Now Rodgers. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line.
Samson Ebukam with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts.
Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go. We've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they're on a first or a second seed come playoff time.
And Taylor going to pick up the Colts first down as the tackle going to be made up at the 37.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Off play action. Jones. They'll find his man. That's Taylor again.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 39-yard line.
That's caught. It's Josh Downs.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. Give him 30 yards there.
That's another Colts first down. First and goal at the 9-yard line.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. Here Jones gets it out quickly, complete. Showed off the footwork, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6.
A pickup of 2 brings up second and goal.
In motion right is Pittman.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession. As they come up now, second and goal. They'll look to throw again.
On the RPO, he'll keep.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Daniel Jones, a 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Colts are back within a score.
Hey, you're down on the scoreboard, but now your offense is in close, and this is where, as a quarterback, you say, I've got to make a play here. Doesn't matter whether it's a pinpoint throw or a scramble like this one. He takes matters into his own hands and delivers a touchdown run.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7.
Colts 7.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Get a look at DK Metcalf as this offense returns to the field.
He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally, he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that, too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in his zone here and call it a day, because otherwise, he can really decimate him.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
3rd and 4.
Third down and 4.
Throwing now is Rodgers.
To the sideline and incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Colts offense and running back Jonathan Taylor heading back onto the field. And he has been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers for this first half. This defense is going to need to find some way to key in on him because he is eating them up right now.
Now Jones throwing to start the drive. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
At the 35-yard line.
Running straight ahead, Taylor.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, and go for a touchdown. But the runs that really make it work are the ones where you just get what you need, right? He barely got the first down, but he got it.
Shifts past him at the 45. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Looking to throw. Jones.
He'll drop this down to Taylor. Well behind his sticks here with a 2nd and 18.
Brings up second down at the 31-yard line.
Back to throw. Jones.
And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. And that will be incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. Oh, look at the juke. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
So here are the Steelers to take over on offense. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 37-yard line.
Here's Rodgers.
Now he'll tuck this and run.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there getting him to first.
That's good for the Steelers. First down. First and 10
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From midfield, here's Rodgers.
Targeting the out route, and he completes this to Metcalf.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
18 more yards. That's another.
Rodgers now to throw.
Complete to Austin here over the middle. From the 29, here's 2nd down at 7.
To Calvin Austin. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd down.
Now it's Rodgers. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. 2nd and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is 1 play from stalling out.
And the Steelers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback.
The Colts offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And as we transition into the second half of the season, you can see he's the NFL's leader in rushing touchdowns.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12. At the 18.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
This will be swung out wide for Taylor.
And the stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
Jones now from the gun on 3rd down. A nice pickup of 10 means that this drive will stay on track.
A gain of 10 yards. And the Colts first down.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Pretty good first down play. Keeps them ahead of schedule, as they say.
And ostensibly, they could go right back to it because there are multiple options on this play. Hand it inside, quarterback tucks it and keeps it, quarterback throws the ball downfield. You should be able to react to the defense and have an option available on every snap.
2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
Looking to throw. Jones.
They'll set up the screen to Taylor.
And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because, to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these 2 teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. To throw, it's Rodgers.
Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Here's Corliss Waitman now.
Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Throwing Jones.
Now this taken in by Downs.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A gain of 9.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7 our score.
2nd down and a yard.
Jones out to the flat. That's caught.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Now Jones. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away.
It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. come the offense as they take over. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
And the Steelers, first down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Well, that turned out better than most of the passes he could have thrown on that snap. The coverage downfield was excellent, but the containment close to home left him a backdoor escape, and they paid dearly for not locking up.
And they'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
12 yards. That's another Steelers.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Completes it to Austin. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Here's Rodgers to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Behind the chains, 2nd and 13.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Warren. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down. Now we get to see the punter, Corliss Waitman.
And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
The Colts about to go on offense one final time in this first half.
And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run.
Halftime coming up. Let's get you down to Orlando and our buddy Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay.
Chris Boswell.
A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. Nifty move.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The visitors' offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And he's been a tough guy to contain this year, and his numbers reflect that, as you can see right here. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Or paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game. Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
The 48-yard line.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
Holding offense.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Back to throw. Jones.
Quick throw there is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on for the 5th time here today. And this will pin him nicely inside the 20 as it's out of bounds at about the 14-yard line. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. On play action, it's Rodgers.
From left side, caught by the tight end Freiermuth. 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
A handoff for Warren.
Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception, return for a touchdown, and this lead changes hands here in the 3rd quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down our coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. And, boy, that sure turned out well for them.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10.
Steelers 10.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Now Rodgers.
Now wasted time going right back to DK Metcalf.
He's up to 87 yards receiving now, and it's a 1st down.
That's good for us Steelers. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They toss it to Warren.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 37-yard line.
Rodgers going to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Austin. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be taken down inside Indy's 15-yard line.
And the Steelers 1st down.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Touchdown!
Ben Skoranek,
His 2nd touchdown on the season.
and the Steelers have retaken a 3rd quarter lead.
Brandon, what we just saw there were 2 guys who are in sync. The person delivering the ball, but especially the person running the route. Tremendous job. It results in a terrific play.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now 17-14.
17. Colts
That drive
14.
goes 80 yards in 6 plays. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Quick slant caught by Pierce.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Looking to throw. Jones.
That's complete to Pierce. Now the terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long.
Here's Jones from the gun on 3rd down.
Throwing over, and it's Taylor on the out route that completes it.
And I think we've got a hold here. It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment. Let's see what our referee says.
So they decline the holding penalty and will take the down instead as that leads us to 4th.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. On the return is Williams. Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Steelers offense and Aaron Rodgers getting set for their next drive.
Looking to put a drive together.
And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him. And he'll look to keep it rolling right here.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
It's a gain of 18. That's good for us.
First carry for Kenneth Gainwell.
And he stopped immediately there. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Now Rodgers. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Samson Abuka able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And you get the feeling, Charles, yeah, he's got the 2 sacks now, but he may get more here. We still got a quarter and then some to go.
And the way that he is playing this game, it reminds me of one of the best golfers in the world who can use every club in the bag and make a great shot. That's what he's doing with his pass rush moves right now, showing a little bit of everything. They have no way of stopping him.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
Indianapolis offense ready to go again.
And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
Jones in trouble here, and down he goes.
Well-timed effort by Darius Slay, a sack on the corner blitz. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
That complete to Downs.
And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line.
The Steelers offense and DK Metcalf getting ready to go back to work. And he was pretty much unguardable in that first half. You see the numbers there as they try to add to him here in this third quarter.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. To say they've kept him under wraps running the football, that's an understatement. He's been completely neutralized.
Yeah, they've essentially taken him out of the game, haven't they? And you know all the teams say, we're not going to let him beat us. Well, that's exactly what's happened here. They've lived up to that.
Got his man. It's Warren.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 7.
Rodgers now to throw. Can't get away, and he's taken down. DeForest Buckner with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
Well, this has turned into an absolute week to forget for this quarterback. Multiple sacks. Pair that with multiple turnovers. As far as he's concerned, if he ever sees this defense again, it'll be way too soon.
And here comes Abdullah on the return.
And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And now Indianapolis set to take the field.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Back now in Pittsburgh. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter.
Oh, the option to give to Taylor here.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Connecting over the middle with Downs.
And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. Throwing now is Rodgers. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Now a run with Warren.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
On the stop. 4 yards on the pickup.
Throwing is Rodgers.
That's to his running back, Gainwell.
And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 40.
12 yards. That's good for us Steelers.
On the run, it's Warren.
Oh, no, he lost the football.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the fourth, a costly turnover. And the Colts getting ready to go.
What a big fourth quarter fumble recovery a moment ago, and now they are set up with a chance to take the lead. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're in.
Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room where they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Extra point now by Boswell. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field.
They trail by 2 scores in the fourth, and their defense did its job getting the fumble recovery. Now time to see what this offense has left in the tank.
Throwing Jones.
A short one there, caught by Warren.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
13 yards on the play. That's good for a Colts.
On first down, he'll drop to throw.
A short throw. This is caught by Cox. Now second and 9.
Out of bounds at the 40-yard line. A gain of a yard.
Back to throw. Jones.
Looking right side, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Jalen Ramsey.
And the Steelers are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Well, time, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defense's side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
At the 48-yard line.
To throw, it's Rodgers. And his throw here's incomplete.
Now a second and 10.
Incomplete. Brings up second and 10.
To throw is Rodgers. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
Incomplete. Brings up a third down and 10 yards.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Completes it to Austin. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42.
A gain of 6 yards.
Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to make it fourth down. The Steelers send out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And that will hit and continue on out of bounds. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Jones hit, and the ball's out. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And it'll be 1st and goal at the 7-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal.
Here's one.
And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Here's Rodgers.
Drops this one down to Gainwell.
Still a ways from the end zone as they come up now on 2nd and goal.
A gain of 5.
Now it's Rodgers.
At the 12-yard line.
And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
Calvin Austin, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. And I think they're going to at least take a look at this. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Boswell good with the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Colts 14. Chris
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Indy set to go on offense once more. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10.
Now Jones.
They'll set up the screen to Taylor.
And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
First down.
Looking to throw. Jones. He'll find his man. That's Taylor again.
Holding offense.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Back to throw. Jones. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down.
Alex Highsmith picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones.
Pass caught right side by Taylor.
And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field. And that one looks to be in the area where someone was held. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Looking to throw. Jones.
He's got his man. It's Pierce.
So the completion good for just 3. And it's going to be 3rd down and forever.
Though certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the first. We'll see what they've drawn up.
From the gun on third down, Jones. That'll give him 8 that time, and that's going to bring up a fourth down.
Brandon, a good idea there on third down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stopped him well short.
Over the middle, hauled in by Pierce.
And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. The Colts unable to convert here on fourth down. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. And now out come the Steelers.
Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the fourth quarter, Charles, but you got the football. You're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a third and about 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Here's Rodgers to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Warren. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. Boswell's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So the big return had them fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a first down.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. Looking to put a drive together. Jones throwing to start the drive. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down.
Recovered by the offense.
Back to throw. Jones.
To the left side, he's got Warren, the tight end.
The Colts on third down. They've converted just twice and have had plenty of opportunities. This is 3rd down and 12. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Pierce. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones. The toss here completed to Pittman.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
That's good for a Colts. First down.
They'll look to throw again.
His pass left side to Downs.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Out of bounds at the 43-yard line. A 7-yard pickup.
Up the middle, here's Taylor. And this is going to be a Colts first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll look to throw here on first down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jones. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard.
And it's 3rd down.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. Back to throw again.
That complete to Downs.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
11 more yards. That's another Colts.
And they get up on it quickly and spike it with just a little over 50 seconds to go. On second and goal, Jones to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
This likely a must-have, 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week, because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help them improve.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
They're in control here as they start 1st and 10 and appearing to have righted the ship following that 2-game losing streak.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college and it happened in the NFL. The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for Pittsburgh,
they improved to 5-3 as they approach the halfway point of this 17-game schedule.
and they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for the Colts, it's just their 2nd loss so far to go along with their 7 wins. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.